I'm Jennifer Angel, these are your stars, Pisces. What an exciting time this is. We're in the middle of all these eclipses, and of course, you being such a sensitive energy, anything that happens with the moon is going to have an influence on you, and you feel the shift of energy so easily. So, no doubt my Pisces friends out there are feeling somewhat that changes are happening, and some of you could be feeling a little bit unsettled at times as well. But it's a good unsettled, if that's possible, because it does give you the opportunity to change things, move on. Sometimes it's out of your control, but sometimes we need that to happen so we can just be able to move forward. Okay, so last week's solar eclipse was in the sign of Taurus, and this is your solar third house. Now, also with this eclipse, or solar new moon, the planet Mars in this position and Mercury also in this position of your chart will also conjunct with the moon. So at the exact degree. So just to put a little more sort of oomph in there for you. Okay, now this area of your chart is all about, it's a very creative area. It's a position of communication. It's also a position of media, and it allows you to really have more of a voice about who you are, what you're doing, and what you have to offer in the world. Okay, so it's a time where you don't want to have too many self-doubts about yourself. And also, towards the end of the week, Venus, which is in your solar fourth house to do around your family and home area, it has a very nice sextile, which is an opportunity with Uranus, which is in your solar second house. Now, this is all to do around money and family, and it also brings in your level of self-worth. So something amazing can come through to you over this period, say over the next couple of weeks, and certainly right through to the end of the year, because on top of this nice little aspect, which can be some sudden changes coming through in your fourth house, still all, let's keep in mind the fourth house is all to do with family, domestic, and your home environment, and looking after yourself and nurturing yourself as well. Towards the end of this month, on the 27th, 28th, Jupiter in this area of your chart, planet of abundance and expansion, is going to have a very beneficial connection with Mercury, communication, and Venus, love and money. Okay, so I feel what starts to come together over this period is going to lock in at the end of the month. So it's all leading up to something fabulous. Okay, so if it's a little unsettling, or you feel that, I love that saying, you feel uncomfortable in your own skin, just ride through it at the moment. It's all going to come through and sort out. Okay, now there are a few squares this week with Neptune, your ruling planet, in your sign. Early in the week, Venus and Neptune are going to square, and later in the week on the 18th, Mercury and Neptune are going to square. Okay, so squares are known as hard aspects, but a square between Neptune and Venus and Mercury are not so much. Okay, so it's a soft square, for want of a better word. So, but even still, you need to be a little careful or mindful this week of how you communicate with people, what you say, how you say it, and make sure that you're being concise and you get your point across, particularly with all those planets and energy sitting in your solar third house of communication. You want to make sure that firstly you have your say, secondly it comes across in the manner that you want it to come across, more importantly. So make sure that your intention is heard the way that you intend it to be. Okay, so very progressive time, a very exciting time, and more to come. Of course, in another week we're going to have the another one of the Uranus-Pluto squares. For you, that's in your 11th house of friends and second house of money. Can be a confronting time, but we're going to cover that more next week, okay? All right, love and luck to you. Thanks for watching. I'm Jennifer Angel.